Okay. So, yeah, we're going to talk about protection and we're going to dive in with a YouTuber who is a biracial woman um, who is now came out recently. So, she's now gay. So, I don't know if she was straight or if she was just bi at the moment she made this video. Um, but let's just run it through.
You're prescribed to be sexist. You are. Realize it and fix it. But stop calling me a queen like it does anything. Stop telling me you protect me and then treating me like shit. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel.
I'll tell you this: a lot of the issues that black women claim to have or women claim to have is just basically projection. She lives in the suburbs, um, so I'm kind of questioning how many interactions she's had with black men and whether or not I've seen her talk about this. I never watched it, but I'm just kind of curious to where this chick reads crazy and psychotic a little bit. So I wouldn't be too surprised if this is basically a tragic mulatto syndrome. Because black men are basically the easiest punching bags for any demographic based off of race, gender, sexuality. Black men, especially the AUS black man, is a punching bag for other groups and demographics to charge us to the game of how evil we are, how criminalistic, sex crazed, controlling, manipulative, and all these outrageous stereotypes. But it's ironic that when you meet black men like myself, educated lames or nerds or whatever, you guys are quiet as a mouse, you have nothing to say, and you're practically mad that, oh, all black men do not fit your narrow, egotistical viewpoint. Not all black men are these big pieces of shit that you want to claim.
Channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about something that I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of backlash for.
Oh, you will.
Which is all the more reason to make it. The facade of black men protecting women. Yeah. You know, if you're on the internet, you.
And recently, Jada Pinkett Smith made a comment or an alleged comment. There's a post floating around chastising Will about she didn't need his protection against Chris Rock and all this bullshit. And to be honest with you, I would never protect a black woman in my life. Never. Um, not even if I had a wife or a girlfriend. I wouldn't. I'm tired of black men being put in dumbass situations because of women. I'm tired of black men having to put up with black women. I'm tired of black men wearing the guise of pro-blackness and doing everything in their power to uplift black women. And then we get people like this who shoot us down and make us the bad guys because we want to be men or we're agreeing to your suggestions, and then when we execute it and we do it fully, you're mad again because you don't want to be a damsel in distress and it makes you look bad. Hey, if black men are such a hassle, we'll just leave you alone.
Probably seen a lot recently of black men saying we must protect black women at all costs.
Oh, I ain't saying that shit. I don't know where you're hearing this. This is probably like the pro-blacks, Dr. Umar Johnson camp. Because for me, I ride SYSBM, Save Yourself Black Man, MGTOW, Black Men, men going their own way. And I would never tell black men to protect black women. I mean, we're dealing with a social construct that has plagued the black community for decades, and by proxy, it's created women who are so hard-headed, egotistical, narcissistic to where they're too good for us. They're now telling us that they're too good to be our wives. They're too good to be our girlfriends. They're too good for to just even be in their presence. And we have to go through all these leaps and bounds to appease them and gain their approval. And you know what I say? I say fuck it. I ain't doing it.
Which is a great sentiment. It's a great idea. Not happening. I feel like it's
not happening. The thing is this is the thing that with black women, what they want with the so-called protection. They want this. So black women will grab a retarded video of, let's say, here's a common thing that I've seen it multiple times. A black woman goes to a gas station at midnight, 1 a.m. and there's tons of niggas, there's tons of black guys, and they're just harassing her, and they keep asking for her number, and they won't go away, and somebody will bring the wisecrack question of, hey man, we got all these black men out here, and how come none of y'all made way for that black girl or that black woman to pump her gas in peace? There was no brother checking the other black men, and there was nobody out there to protect her and make sure that she got to her car safely. What the fuck is up with you guys? You'll have some dumbass old head try to lecture black men on that shit. And the thing is that good black men have common sense. I'm not gonna go to a gas station that's full of niggas at 1 a.m. or even crowded. I'm not gonna be that stupid to where my gas is damn nearly on E, and I have to go to a fucked up gas station which I don't even really trust or know about. Hell no, I'm not doing that. I'd rather go to a gas station where there's nobody there, pitch black, than be in a gas station full of niggas. And then these women expect us, good black men, to come out of nowhere like Superman and just figure out and sense that they're in danger. Hey, it's not my fault you're in fucked up area.
A trend, specifically now, for black men to talk about how we need to protect black women. Obviously, a big part of it is because of Breonna Taylor and all of the black women who are being treated terribly. When I see black men tweeting, we must protect black women at all costs, or protect black women.
See, brothers, I feel really sorry for you guys, you pro-black brothers, because you guys wear this banner of, I'm putting black women first, I love black women, fuck Becky's and fuck these cool-ass niggas that want to date Asian women and white women and put them on pedestals. Pro-black men. I see you guys posting pictures of random black women on your Facebook and trying to use that to get likes and start a discussion. Bruh, it's lame. And you want to know why it's lame? Because these women don't do that for you. They don't black women don't even put up pictures of their own fan base on the internet. So why do you need to give them free advertisements? And you're not even the type of dude that they would even date publicly. You guys look goofy supporting women who never had your back and don't even want it. And I see you guys putting yourselves in a corner and literally SYSBM Black MGTOW is literally giving you guys an ass whooping, and we're giving you videos, posts, receipts, all of that, on how black women refuse to get on the program with you guys. And you guys are still asleep trying to prove to us that black women are the best options. They're A1.
Gets like so many retweets, like it's a freaking hot take. But when I see that, to me it's the same as like all these white people saying, "We see you, we hear you, you matter."
Everybody loves mushrooms. Your parents loved them in the 70s, and you should love them today. This is mud water. It's
okay, and what are you doing about it? Because it's super easy to tweet it, and like good for you, but when I see people that maybe I even know of in real life, or people that I have had past interactions with, say we must protect black women at all costs, and then I think about things that have happened and I'm like, you don't live that though. You don't live that.
Oh, she's calling out you pro-blacks. She ain't calling me out.
Why are you... What is this facade? What is this facade? Because if all of these black men had been protecting black women the way they pretend to protect black women, we would be more protected. I also don't even really like the word protect. Like, I get where it's...
Of course you don't. Because you have such a big ego and you're such a big girl that you can't even imagine being led by a man. And this is why you're now gay. And you're doing backflips and you're talking about how being a lesbian who probably dates white women is uplifting and all this shit. And you guys will see my reaction in another video on her coming out. And that's not even to bully or shame her. I'm just saying this. If black men are so evil and so bad, just ignore it. Just ignore it. Black women like this are just a dime a dozen. They pretend to love us. They use us for activism points. And then once it gets to relationships and personal matters, the real feelings of black men come out. And now all of a sudden, we came from the innocent young black man being gunned down by police and being the face of incarceration to now we're these big old pieces of shit who want to be patriarchal and want to be like fake white men and all this shit. They never loved you guys.
Coming from, you know what? I haven't even thought of this before literally right now. I don't like the word protect because when a black man says we must protect black women at all costs, it creates the assumption that
we own you.
It's black men and black women together on one side fighting, and like the black man is trying to protect her from outside evil, which doesn't allow for the very real fact and reality that a lot of the bullshit that black women have to go through comes from black men.
This is telling because what? This is coming from what? From looking at your at least the background of your home. I don't know where she lives. You don't look like you live in a black community. So where are you getting these examples of black men not living up to their standards or their commitment? I get it if you're just looking at the internet. That's fine. But I highly doubt that a suburban girl who is studying dance and theater and doesn't even have a lot of black people on her channel lives in this upper class neighborhood. And what, niggas are a problem? I'm pretty sure there's only 2 black people in her community. But yet in her mind, niggas are such a bother. They're such a nuisance. This is why I don't take a lot of black women seriously. And a lot of this whole bullshit and these conversations are just a bunch of black women projecting their hate. Because truth be told, women like her don't have a reason to hate us. They don't even have a legitimate reason to. But because other women who may have gotten hurt by black men, women like her will latch onto those women and project and live vicariously. So now all of a sudden you kind of have a color purple effect to where now every black woman, no matter where they came from, ironically has gotten their ass whooped by a nigga, and they're going through all this abuse and trauma because of black men, and we're just too ignorant to even figure it out or do anything about it.
You protect as if it's all coming from somewhere else kind of makes it so there's no responsibility on you, huh? Isn't that interesting how verbiage does that? Sorry, the wind is blowing my phone around. Look at yourselves.
I'm looking.
Look at the way you speak about black women, dark-skinned black women, fat black women.
And there we go. Like I told you to say, this is a perfect example of projection. A biracial black woman trying to guilt shame black men because they some of them might not even date dark-skinned women, when truth be told most of them actually do date dark-skinned women. And fat shaming black men into dating fat women is lame. Like, come on. I mean, you can stand to lose a little bit more weight, but I'm just saying you're in better shape than most black women in the hood. So why are you trying to shame us for wanting women who are shaped to be women? Like what the fuck am I supposed to do with a woman who is 200 pounds and she's only 24? That's embarrassing.
Dark skin, natural haired. Look at the TikToks that you're making saying
you're really shaming us for a fake hate of natural hair. We've been asking for natural hair for 5 decades. Actually, since for 6. You really gotta do your homework before you start doing all this shit.
Now that all the basketball players are here, how you be getting them white girls? How many of you have made those TikToks? Literally, we should do one of those hand things where you just start going like this. One of you said, black girls aren't my preference, dark-skinned girls aren't my preference, I just think white girls are prettier. Have you, the tweet that was going around of a group of 5 white girls tweeted by a black guy, and he said, black girls could never. Laughing at Meg Thee Stallion being shot. Black men.
Again, why does this matter to a suburban mixed girl where black people are 2% of the neighborhood? And like I said before, this is just projection. This is just the color purpling effect of black women living vicariously through the pain of others and wanting to find hate for black men. Because we're the easiest punching bag in the world. People can, even to the point to where immigrants who have never seen a black person will look at us and look at particularly black men and say that something's wrong with us. We're criminals. We're just evil. We just can't be trusted with nothing. People just portray this shit and project this shit onto us because they want to hate us. They want a good reason to hate us. And the thing is, when women like her regurgitate these little stories, it's not believable. Because I'm not going to believe that every black girl got abused. I'm not going to believe that every black girl got raped or whatever. I'm not going to believe that every black girl has some type of fucked up trauma given to by a black man. I'm not going to believe it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the crybaby excuses. I'm tired of these little fake stories of rejection. I'm tired of black women crying over bullshit, trying to make us feel bad, and then when guys like me, educated lames, making a move on black women who have been hurt or want to give black men a second chance, we still get turned down. Now all of a sudden, they want to change up, act like they have the biggest self-esteem in the world, and not give us a chance. But yet again, you were crying a few minutes ago about how black men don't date black women. But you want to be picky when guys like me want to say, hey, we want to be different. Hey, we want to prove a point that, hey, not every black man is a thug or is like Future or a black man will leave you. There's guys like us that will take care of you. And you still find reasons to not want that type of treatment and find fault in those individuals.
I want to be her surgeon so I can feel her ass. Where's the protection?
Ah, come on.
You need to protect her from you.
All right, here's a perfect way. Hey, since you're saying guys like me, should protect black women from guys like me, here's what I'll do. Here's what we'll do. We'll just leave black women alone. I don't talk to black women. I don't have no dealings with black women. The black women on my phone don't text me back. They don't call me back. They just dead numbers. They don't do anything for me. I don't have no black girl on booty calls. I don't have them on speed dial. I don't have them labeled anything special on my phone. Especially when I know they're not going to call or text me back for anything. Even if I just ask for, hey, could I just borrow some money, a little low on change or whatever? Hey, I just need a ride to the store real quick. My car isn't working. Please. I've been knew how unreliable black women were since I was fucking in college. I been knew that shit.
So where is the safety that you seem to promise? You can't just protect black women when it's convenient to you. And I don't know who needs to hear this, except for that I do. But I don't know who needs to hear this. But if you are really protecting black women, then you need to listen to them when they tell you that you've done something wrong. And you need to not gaslight them and tell them how crazy they are. And all the reasons.
Girl, you are crazy because I don't believe that you experienced any of this bullshit. I'm pretty sure that no black man has ever came up to you and said, I don't date dark-skinned women. There's no black man that ever came up to you and said, I don't want to date a black woman. There's no black woman that came to you fucked up. I'm pretty sure the majority of black men that came to you and your other black female friends came to them with respect. This is a hogwash story, and you guys literally regurgitate the same bullshit and expect us to believe it. It's not believable. You guys literally repeat shit verbatim from TV to other dumbass YouTubers and TikTokers. We've heard this a million times, and we're done with this shit.
Overreacting. Because if you were really looking out for a black woman, then when I said to you, you are doing this thing and it's hurting me, whether it be emotionally, physically, whatever, and you say, no, I'm not.
I know a lot of you guys are coping with pattern hair loss. My go-to recommendation is the iRestore.
And the thing is, that happens more often than not. So where is this protect? And that is coming from me, who like I have a lot of privilege in regards to being.
Let me guess. Being light skinned, being a pretty girl, being in shape. Oh God.
A very light skinned person with like.
And this is why I almost want to say I hate when dark skinned chicks do this shit, because you guys bully these little mixed girls to death. Or I don't know if it's if it's cyberbullying, or it's just this internalized fear that that mixed girls have. Because Yanni does the same shit too. But the difference with Yanni and this young girl is that this girl she doesn't have black friends. So who is really bullying this girl to make her feel sorry and ashamed for how she looks? And mind you, I can bet you it's not a black man. Because a black man would appreciate her regardless of her skin tone or how light she is. But hey, we're the bad guys. We're the pieces of shit in the world.
That is not too hard to deal with. Like, I have come across men who are like, oh, you're the right type of black woman, or I only like light-skinned girls like you, or I only like black girls with your hair, or I only like this, and this. A bunch of things that are just literally so discriminatory. I am on the privileged side of that spectrum, and this happens to me more often than not. So this is me acknowledging that for dark-skinned women, it's...
Girl, take your privilege with a smile. My God, this is the problem, and like just seeing this kind of goofy shit, it's so annoying. To where you see these little social justice warrior mixed girls, being shamed for being pretty and attractive. Like, I don't know why, if dark skinned girls are really beating her up or something, but I'm like, goddamn. Like, just stop apologizing. Take the Negroes that like you for face value and appreciate it. I don't know why you need to be so uptight or politically correct. Like you're a light skinned girl. What, you gonna shame me for acknowledging that shit?
Probably amplified. You can't only care about black women that you're attracted to if you want to be someone who says they care about black women.
I don't care about them. Sorry. I don't. If that makes you feel better, nah, dude, it's not. If that makes you feel better, hopefully that makes you feel good at night. I don't care. I'm at the point in my life to where I don't need to worry about black women, and I can just let them do whatever the fuck they want. There's no need for any type of black male group to do anything. We don't need to boycott black women. We don't need to date white women in anger or anything. Just doing nothing proves the point. Because guys like me were always invisible to them. So why should I feel guilty for being a black man? Why should I be made to feel guilty for the actions of other black men who got to be in relationships with you, who got to have sex with you? And I'm the black man that's rejected and never given a full chance. I'm not gonna apologize for those guys, man. I'm not gonna be punished for those guys. They ain't gonna punish me and label me anything.
You have to care about all of us. I think what a lot of black men are failing to realize is that the patriarchy for black women is just as big of an oppressor as racism. I wouldn't say one is necessarily bigger than the other. I think they're different but similar and work together. And so I feel like a lot of black men love to be like, yeah, racism is bad, which, like, yeah, we know, obviously. But then they, as soon as questions of misogyny get brought up, they're like, well, why are you talking to me like that? Like, I.
Oh, yeah. You better put that shit up. Obviously, not all black men react this way, but in my experience, this is the most common reaction I receive. Like, this is bullshit. What black patriarchy have you seen in your suburban area, your suburban community, where there's like, what, 2 black folks? You're telling me you went to black households and saw black men berating their wives and their daughters to do X, Y, and Z. Get the fuck out of here.
Protect black women, blah, 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 blah. And if I'm like, well, you said this and I think this is sexist, then they're like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, you talk too much, blah, 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 blah. I am, the kind of person to really go off on someone if I feel like they need to learn something. But like in a respectful way. Like, I'm not rude, but I will say what I mean, because what else am I here for? And the responses I get, and this is from black men exclusively, because I only really date black men. There have been a lot of...
That's a fucking lie. Okay, that's a fucking lie. But hey, whatever. I'm gonna take your word for it. After you made this video, 2 months later, you became queer, and you're probably dating, I don't know, white women or black women. I don't know. But miss me with that shit. Like, for real. After we've seen the other videos that you made in the future, miss me with that shit.
Times where someone I'm talking to...
Now, do I believe that she's dated black men before? Yeah, no doubt. Maybe she, went to the hood, or there's black men in her college. But she's not experiencing half the things she's claiming. She's not getting her ass beat. She isn't seeing other people getting their ass beat. She's not seeing no black patriarchy. She may be experiencing or overhearing things that are sexist towards her that offend her. I'll give her that, but come on, there's no reason this video should even be made, especially by her.
Has said something that offends me, and I tell them that, and they find a way to turn it around on me and say that I offended them as a black man for telling them that they were sexist. Make it make sense. That makes no sense to me. I have been told so many times that I'm too loud, I'm overly confident. That one really got me. Overly confident.
Yeah, because you look like the type of chick, in the way that you handle yourself, or your gesture, your posture, and even with that shit right there that you just pulled, where you have to repeat yourself and you have to stare closer and closer to the camera, that just let me know that you can't take rejection or fault. The fact that you can't be wrong is so annoying. And the fact that you adopted the ratchet blackness, and you're a suburban girl. This shouldn't even have happened to you. You shouldn't even be acting this way.
That I know my worth. Overly confident because I stood up for myself. That is not protecting black women. That is...
I feel like she's just mad annoying in real life. Like, I can kind of see why brothers are probably just like, yo, I thought she was cool. I thought she was it, man. But it's like, damn, this girl's mouth is just, it just goes on and on and on. She just won't shut up, bro. She just keeps going. Like, man, she's saying I'm this and I'm that. I'm like, I don't even know what them words mean, bro.
Sing black women. Do we know that? Do we know that telling a black woman that she's crazy, or she's overreacting, or that she needs to shut up?
Let me guess. Let me guess. That's oppression.
Do we know that that's oppression, black men? I'm asking.
How the fuck did I know that, huh? How the fuck did I know she was gonna say that shit? It's oppression. It's oppression. Where's your chains? Where's the black eye? Where's the where's your hearing and your demands for human rights and humanity for women? Get the fuck out of here, man.
Do we know what it means?
No, I don't.
Protect
I know.
black
I don't know what it means, because when black men do shit and they do protect, it's unthanked, it's unappreciated. The video isn't shared. There's still fault in what they did, and it's gaslighting and all this shit. I don't even really understand why even black men are even trying to rebuild the black community, to get black women under their program. I don't even know why you brothers are even doing that shit for. I don't know how many times black women have to tell you in your face that they don't want you, they don't like you, and they will not listen. I get it if you just want some ass. I get it. But you brothers are way over your heads thinking that you guys will just bring flowers and appreciation to these women, and they'll still find hate. They'll still find something wrong with that. And their new complaints will be, black men love us too much. Black men only like, they'll find faults in how come black men only like black women, and how come black men can't do X, Y, and Z. Like, it's always an issue. They always gotta find something.
Hear black women and not speak over them. What is the work that is being done to protect black women the way you say you do? Is it calling them queens on Instagram? Because I am over that. I don't need that from you.
You pro-blacks. You pro-blacks all up in her Instagram messages and all that shit. You would be better off calling this woman a B. And I'm being nice, because I don't want to feel like I'm bullying this girl. Like I said before, I think she's suffering from schizophrenia and depression, and you can kind of see the bags under her eyes, to where I think she's very sleep deprived, and she is stressed out. Now I don't know what this girl can be stressed out about, but I know it's not about black men. I know we're not causing that shit.
I hate that whole thing so much. It's a cop-out. Same thing with protect all women. It's a cop-out. Or protect all black women. These are cop-outs that black men use to not really have to work on themselves or treat black women fairly. It's a cop-out. You're all queens, but only the ones that look like so. You're all queens, except for when you don't smile back at me when I say hello. It's like, it's always conditional. That is
yeah, it's always conditional. It's always conditional on your end too. What's wrong with a smile or a hello or appreciation? You want black men to die for you, to do all these little leaps and historic bounds for you, and what do they get? They get nothing. They don't get a hello, the appreciation, a date, or a favor. So I don't even get. I don't even understand why black men even try. Like, again, this the black race is pretty much a dead race on its own, man. The fact that I won't even be surprised that the majority of black children born already are just out of fucking and just a good time and an accident, an oops baby. The black women have a hard time just showing appreciation and actually meaning it. I ain't talking about these little cheesy "I love you, black man" videos And when you get black women by themselves and you ask them why they really do what's the real reason why they love black men, all of a sudden they want athletes and rappers. Oh, I just love dark skin. Oh, I just love how black men just walk and they look muscular and manly at 6'4". Bitch, I'm 5'5". What the fuck? Oh, you white. Yeah, okay.
It's, you're all queens, but if I tell you you're pretty and you say you're a bitch.
Not a bad
But
exchange.
if you reject me, you're a bitch. You're ugly, you're fat, but I protect all black women.
I mean, I'm not a fan of the name calling, but hey, whatever.
I've spent my public life in a bathing suit. From now on, I am gonna be the serious actress.
Here we go.
Save it. I don't want to hear it. The amount of times, like, I've rejected someone and they've said, okay, well, you're a bitch anyway, or you're not that cute anyway, or I've been physically threatened for rejecting someone, for rejecting a black man. Where's the protection? And I know
who's again, these scenarios don't make sense. Like, okay, I can believe it. I can believe you've met a couple black men and you've rejected them and they felt angry and they wanted to maybe hurt you or threaten you or belittle you. I don't 100% believe the story, but I'll put up with it. But don't ask that stupid ass question of where was my protection? What?
And I hate that people do this, but I know that I'm gonna say these things, and a lot of guys are gonna be like, well, that's not me, not all men. You have to understand,
Test
like, the patriarchy, you have to do, it's the same, and I really hope people can start making these connections. It is so similar to the way racism infiltrates a white person's body.
What black patriarchy? What are you talking about? You can hardly get black fathers in the homes. Black fathers have to fight. Go subscribe to Dr. T. Umar Johnson. Go on his Facebook page too while you're at it. And he has countless videos of black fathers fighting, being set up by their own ex-girlfriends, their baby mamas, ex-wives, or whoever. They're being set up and hoping that they go to jail. And you're telling me there's a black goddamn patriarchy undermining little light-skinned girls like yourself. Get the fuck out of here.
In the way that they need to do active work to not be racist, you need to do active work on yourself to not be racist. You can't just be like, well, I'm not racist. I didn't do anything to not be racist, but I'm not racist. It's the same thing with the patriarchy in men. You're prescribed.
She caught herself. She was gonna say something else to where she wanted to say it's predetermined. She was trying to make it seem like black men are just pre-developed to be violent, ignorant, and she had to catch herself because she didn't want to contradict herself and make her seem like she's racist or that she has some type of anti-black bias.
Be sexist. You are. Realize it and fix it. But stop calling me a queen like it does anything. Stop telling me you protect me and then treating me like shit. Like it does anything. I'm tired of the facade. I'm just tired of the show we're putting on and pretending like we're doing the most. Pretending like tweeting protect black women is doing the most. You know, I don't take that as being like, I'm not gonna talk to any black man and they're all trash. But what I look for is like,
hey, what about those educated lames though? Like, hey, what's up with the black short guys with the glasses? Like, we can pull up, man. We can pull up. I got a nice Ford Mustang for you. You know, we can just take a cruise on Virginia Beach. What's up? What's up?
Learn. So if, and you can totally tell because it's just about how they react to you calling them out, basically. And I am the person that calls people out, especially when I'm like talking to them.
So masculine.
And if I tell someone that they've
Someone give this
said
woman
something
a
that
feminine coach or whatever.
There's two ways they'll react. One tells me they're willing to learn, and the other tells me they're not. And there's really no in between. And one usually ends in, you don't know what you're talking about, you're overly confident, you're a bitch, you are making mountains out of molehills, you're overreacting. And the other one is, oh, I never thought about it that way. You make a good point. My question was, is it that hard?
All right. We're done here. Okay, you know what have we learned? We've learned that there's more things that piss her off than make her happy. So what's the point of dating her? What is the point of dating a woman who has an identity crisis and is living vicariously off of black women she probably never met or know anything about? This woman can't even describe a black family, yet she's talking about patriarchy. she's talking about a patriarchy on a broad sense, as if black and white men are tag teaming and also kicking each other's asses in racism, but tag teaming for the sake of patriarchy to bully women. Get the fuck out of here, man.
The only solution I have is listening. This is really men in general, but specifically black men on this topic, to listen to black women, to listen to not just the women that you're attracted to, but to the ones that tell you are being really offensive, who call you out, who say your behavior is unacceptable, and you say, she's on one, forget her. You don't protect black women. I really don't really care for that phrase. Protect? How do you protect someone from yourself?
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna take it personally. Since I'm the bad guy, you know, hey, I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna talk to you. So you ain't gotta worry about me. You ain't gotta worry about guys like me. We'll listen to you. I don't have a problem listening to you. This is why I'm doing a reaction, because I want to listen to you, and I'm giving you a chance. The problem is that you come off as you say you are, and when guys like me give a response or a reasoning to why we do this, you're still gonna gaslight us and make us the bad guy. But hey, that's my video. That's my time. Good night.